My name is Hiltjo Carp and we work within Alliander on the project Icarus. Within Icarus we do power forecasting, but we do it in a very new way. Most solar output power forecasters or wind power output forecasters start off with meteorology and in that way translate wind speeds towards power output of windmills or translate irradiance into power output of our solar power system. We started off differently. As you can see on the screen, on the right top part, you see a map of the Netherlands. This is a loop of yesterday. All the dots you see there are solar power systems, or PV systems, where we collect data from. You see in a 15-minute interval shifting. You see some pattern shifting over the Netherlands. If a dot turns red, this means this solar power output is a lot for that system at that moment. If it is blue, then that system is not producing as much as it can produce for that system at that moment. And with your eyes, which are really good at pattern recognition, you can see, well, that yesterday in the morning in the east it was sunny, later on it started to become cloudy, and in the afternoon it was sunny again. With these patterns, we started, of course, learning, trying to learn computers how to recognize these patterns, and then afterwards, of course, for longer time horizons, we combined that with meteorology. And in this way, we can produce very accurate forecasts for, well, in this case, there's a forecast for our company headquarters in Arnhem, as you can see on the left. It's, well, a little bit lagging, but you can see solar power output forecast for this morning. So this morning, when we didn't receive any data points yet because the sun wasn't shining in. So you see that we forecasted low output, and later on, we, of course, enhanced our output to the inputs we came from the systems at that moment. But the thing is, we don't have the problem which meteorologists have, that we need cloud density or that we need the efficiency of systems, because we start off with the data from these systems. Combining this, you can of course aggregate it on different levels, and especially for this hackathon and for the challenges we see in regions and challenges we see as a grid company in our grid, we want to know what is the solar power output forecast, for instance, for the province of, well, we are in North Holland, so let's see, where's North Holland? And here you see the wind forecast. This is the wind forecast, here below is the solar forecast, the wind forecast for North Holland. And here you see that it's live, this is all live, and you can access this. We'll share the API later on for the hackathon, so you can use real life forecasted data for your challenges. And in this way, we can see what happens in a region. And if you can see what happens in a region, you can, of course, make better decisions if you know in advance what is going to happen. We use this for, well, grid management, but you can use this, of course, for smart charging purposes as well. And the final piece, hopefully it works, is this. As of yesterday, this website is live and you can access it. It's no password or whatsoever. But in this, you see that it's lagging a bit, but you see here the realizations up until, well, 9 o'clock. And if you refresh it, you see the realizations to later. But then you see on the left the solar output per province in the Netherlands. And you can, of course, change over to wind and we can see what happens. And this is all live. So the realization is live and the forecast is live, and the forecast is updated every hour in this case. And we think, as Alliander, this is not only useful for ourselves as a grid company, but also for other people to use this for, well, many purposes, but also EV challenges. But you can imagine what purposes you can use this for. And we would like to share this with you. And we would like to invite everybody to use this, but also share your data. And if we share our data and we don't leave the data within the Nissan Leaf or within the Geely, but we combine all that data, everybody can advance their own products and make more niche products, better niche products, and also we can enhance it for society as a whole. That's where we stand for. And not all provinces work, but of course, the province where we are ahead, you can see that, well, we've got a small problem in Haarlemmerliede. That's the community of Haarlemmerliede where we have a data problem. But here you can see, for the province of North Holland, you can see what happens for the solar if the sun starts shining. And here you see live what we forecasted with Icarus for the different communities in the province of North Holland. And we want to do this, of course, for the whole of the Netherlands. And of course, this can also be tackled for, well, all other countries in the world. And here you see that not every community has a windmill, so that's why not every community is lit up blue. And we want to incorporate, of course, how many Nissan Leafs you can charge or Teslas you can charge. But we started off with the laundry because, well, megawatts is for me a really logical term, but for many people a megawatt is, well, somewhat like a ton of CO2.